Alrighty, guys, thanks for joining me. This is your host, ID Jester. We are back in ANDEAN Abyss. This is game number 1 of the coin system, and we are playing solo as the FARC. And we have just gone through the first propaganda phase, and we are completed with that. So we're going to pick that up. Just to kind of highlight where everything stands right now, we got a ton of pieces on the board. An absolute ton of the pieces on the board. Right now, if things were to end, like if we were to flip up another propaganda, the cartel would win. Because they need to get 41 resources or more. They're currently sitting way down here at 63. And they have to have a certain number of bases, which, let me get my charts out here. Forgot to get my charts out. Hey, Tony, what's going on, man? I figured I'd hear from you about my Hunters game, but I haven't got any comments from you. I thought I'd get a comment or two from you. So, yeah, so... let's look at our victory conditions here. Hey, no enemies here. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. So we're just starting. We just completed propaganda from our previous turn. Yeah, I was letting you mourn. Yeah, that's true. Wesley, what's going on, brother? How you doing? So we're going through just to tell you where everyone kind of stands. So the government... they need to have 60 support. Right now, they have total support needs to exceed 60. Currently, the government is sitting at 60. So they need to get like one more point, and they would win. The FARC needs to have bases plus opposition to exceed 25. We're currently at 22, so we're close. The AUC needs to have more bases than FARC. They have 4 bases out. We have 8 bases out. So unless they start destroying a bunch of our bases, the AUC isn't going to win. But the cartels need to have 10 or more bases. They currently have 14 bases out. And they need to have more than 40 resources. And like I said, they have 63 resources. So at any moment, the government is on the cusp of winning. The cartels have their winning condition, and we're pretty close. And that's a little weird for what's going on. We were playing through with the second edition upgrade kit here, and we were using mostly the AI for the players. And it seems to, man, they certainly changed things up a little bit on these charts for the second edition. Because when I played it the first time, there was not nearly that many pieces out, but we weren't using the AI either very much. So anyways, let's go ahead and start our second session here. We'll flip up our card, and we'll have our next card come up. So we will show you guys what these are. All right, so we have the Gramanji card, which is actually for our faction, the FARC. And the FARC protection rejection. All cartel guerrillas in spaces with FARC are free attack FARC. With FARC, whoa. All cartel guerrillas in spaces with FARC free attack the FARC. Obviously, we wouldn't play that. Cartels transfer 6 resources to FARC for each space with cartel bases and FARC guerrillas. So, that might be really, really, really good because we have a total of... So, this is going to be FARC guerrillas with cartel bases. So, we have 1, we have 2... We have 3. We have 4. That is 4 locations that have FARC at each base with cartel base. So we're siphoning a bunch of their money. So 6 times 4 would be 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 20. So they will actually drop below their winning condition. They're going to drop down to 39 if we take this event, which I think we have to, because the AI is not going to try to keep anyone from winning. So you're going to have to do it yourself. Which puts the AUC in to do a operation and a special activity. So let's see what they want to do here. So they can't play the event. Do they have 6 guerrillas or more? They do. So they want to rally. So they'd like to rally guerrillas to underground where they have AUC bases, cubes, and all AUC guerrillas active. Place bases where there's at least 3 AUC. There isn't any. So we can take these off. We siphoned a bunch of their money, and I was really afraid that there was not going to be any way to have the cartel lose a bunch of money. And first event that came up, wow, that was huge. So they're going to try to rally in 3 non-opposition. Do they have 3 non-opposition? So that's an opposition. This is not an opposition. That is opposition. This is not. This is not. And that is not, actually. So place bases where there's at least 3. So we have to decide. There's 4 locations. But only 3 of them they would really use. So they would try to place guerrillas where there's FARC bases first. No, AUC bases, which would be that location and that location. And then elsewhere, if AUC base is available, add exactly 1 or 2 AUC guerrillas. We don't have any with 3, so they would probably do these 3 as opposed to doing this one, because that's not really a spot that they can do anything with. Alright, so 4 guerrillas now. So they get 2 plus 2. They're going to get 4 guerrillas there. They're going to get 3 guerrillas up here. And they would get 2 guerrillas here, but they only have 1 left. So, and that's going to cost them 3 resources. 1, 2, 3. So they're down to 6 resources. And then they're going to try to extort whatever available. AUC outnumber others and has underground guerrillas. They can't do that there. But they can do it here. They can do it here. And that would be the only 2 locations, so they would get 2 of their money back, and their turn is done. And we move on. So, Viper Dave, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, sir. So, again, these 2 are going to go to inactive. These 2 stay active. We will bring the new card in. And it's going to be blue, followed by Cartel. Cartel is last on the next card, so they will do this. So the government, RO, a government capability. Assault cost 1 resource per space. They already have... Oh, they would use the bottom part, right? I think, right? Right, yes. The government uses the bottom part. I'm used to the new cards where it's always the top part uses the coin faction uses the top part, not the bottom part. So assault operations may target only one space per card. If they play this, I guess they should. This is a capability. They're going to have 3 of them. So far, they got the high mountain battalions. Assaults in mountains remove only... oh, wait a minute. Maybe I am right on this. Hang on a second. Elite guards. Assault treat mountain. Oh, no. Maybe there is a top space. Assaults cost 1 resource per space. Right. Yes. Sorry. It is the top part. Hey, Al, Red Sox fan. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. So, yeah, I'm sorry. It is the top space. I keep getting these confused. Why didn't they put like a little icon or like a little C to say, you know, this is the coin or, you know, something to... I know they put the highlight in so it separates them. But then this is like covering up the highlight. So it almost looks like this should go with this. But assaults cost 1 resource per space. Tapius. So they are going to play that event. I thought that's what that meant, but now we got to find what the heck did I do with my little baggie? Oh, I put it in here, didn't I? Yes, I put it in my drawer. So they got another special event. Unfortunately, there's need to get some support, but because they're darn close. So they got the special event Tapius assaults. So not only their sweeps cost 1 resource per space, but now their assaults also cost 1 resource per space. And if they assault into a mountain, it's treated as a city space. So they can start assaulting and sweeping everywhere. And that doesn't cost them anything because that is this. So the cartel will take their action in special operations. How you doing, Al? Good to see you, my friend. Do they have 10 pieces available? No, they have 1 base and 2 guerrillas. Is a shipment available? Yes. So they're going to do terror in up to 3 spaces with at least 1 population and an underground cartel guerrilla. If non-player government and player FARC, they're going to do it at opposition. So they're going to do terror at opposition, where they have a guerrilla, though. Okay, so that would be here. They can do it up to 3 cities at maximum. Actually here as well, because they do have a guerrilla there. Damn. So that is the 3 locations they're going to cause terror. Alright. And then they will try to bribe in the 3 spaces with cartel and enemies. They're going to target the enemy faction. Alright, so let's do their bribe first. So they're going to, or their terror. So they're going to flip over, and then this is going to go from active opposition to passive. So we're going to lose 1 point there. Well, thank you, AI, for screwing me. They're going to do the same thing here. Flip this over. So we're going to lose another 1 point. And then, of course, they're going to do the same thing over here, and we're going to lose another point. So we've just lost 3 points of opposition there. Do they place a terror marker? I think they do. Let me see. You're okay, Al? Good. Good to hear, brother. Good to hear. I've been watching a lot of your stuff lately, so that's cool. Not that I haven't always been, but let's see here. I gotta look at the, not the non-player. I want the regular player card because for some reason, it doesn't give you all the details in. So the cartels, if you do a terror, activate an underground guerrilla, place a terror marker in shit. Yeah, okay, so why it doesn't say that in this? It just says terror in space with underground cartels, only one space with population greater than 0. Oh, that's the first edition anyways. But second edition, you know, it goes into, they're going to try and do it in opposition, then they'll do it in support, and then they'll do it in neutral. But it doesn't tell you anywhere there that to put a terror marker. Good thing I remembered that, because I'd hate to screw the cartel out of, you know, getting their wonderful resources out. We're just going to put a few of these guys out. Probably not going to need all of them. So a terror marker is going to go in here, and then a terror marker is going to go in here. And that's going to make it harder for us to get that back, which sucks. And another terror marker over there. Alright, so they did terror, then they're going to try to bribe in the 3 spaces with cartel and enemies. They're going to try to target enemy players to bribe. And again, I need to look at the chart to see what does that actually mean. I don't want the non-player, I want the player one. I got too many charts. Too many charts. Okay. To play it, you really need the second edition non-player cartel of the second edition. You need the non-player second edition government because they're on a different one. And then you also need the regular one. So you need these 3 charts. All the other charts I need to get rid of. And put them aside so I don't accidentally grab them. I don't accidentally search for them. Okay. So the bribe. Right. Each space cartel resources -3 to remove up to 2 cubes. So this is to neutralize exposed or high units. Procedure. Each space, cartel resources -3 to remove up to 2 cubes. Remove or flip up to 2 guerrillas to remove a base. Transfer any shipment removed if desired. Well, I don't think they can do that against underground guerrillas, though. So now I will have to look at the stupid rule book. Ugh. Sorry, guys. Sorry. So we're looking up, what are we looking up? Bribe, right. So we're going to look up the bribe option here. Non-player cartel. Bribe. Where's bribe? Terror March. Rally. Oh, I think that's under their special actions. Right. Non-player government. No. It's got to be under here somewhere. Why am I missing it? Probably terror. Okay, here it is. Terror, then bribe. Then bribe in the 3 spaces with the cartel and enemy pieces. First player, then non-player within the government, then FAC, then AUC. Remove pieces per 8.12. Pay 3 resources per space. If no such space, execute no special activity. So 812. Attempt to remove enemy bases, then police, troops, underground guerrillas, and friendly active guerrillas. Remove pieces to be replaced even if no pieces are available to be replaced. Okay. Attempt to remove enemy bases, then police, then troops, and underground guerrillas, and fairly active guerrillas. Remove pieces to be placed even if no pieces are available to replace them. If insurgent, remove friendly active before underground guerrillas. Underground, then active guerrillas if possible. If government, no. Retain shipment, no. So I'm assuming they get to remove 2 pieces. Really? Wow. That's going to be a really bummer because, of course, they come after me. But I didn't think they could do it if you didn't have underground, if they weren't underground. But I guess it costs them 3 resources to remove up to 2 cubes. Remove or flip up to 2 guerrillas to remove a base. Transfer any shipment removed if desired. Oh, or they can flip up to 2 guerrillas. Right, okay. So they would flip this guerrilla and, let's see, hang on a second. It cost them, terror costs 1 resource per city or department. They selected 3, so they're going to go down 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then their bribe, they're going to give 3 resources, remove up to 2 cubes. So they are going to... 1, 2, 3. It's going to flip this guy and he's going to remove our base. And then here, they're going to flip up 2 of our guys there. For another 3. 1, 2, 3. And finally, they're going to flip all our guys up here. No, I'm sorry, just 2 of them. And it's going to cost them 1, 2, 3. All right. Yeah, sorry. I think that's correct. Okay. So they come back out. We slide over, and we go to the next card. Next card is going to be for the cartel. So this one here, Soldados Campesinos. All right. So. Local foreign augment auto defense. Defensiensis. In up to 3 departments, replace 1 police with 1 available AUC. Oh, there is no AUC guerrillas that are available over there, actually. Right up there in the corner. You can see they have no available. So this will do nothing for them, actually. Well, that's going to be interesting because then they're going to leave us with crap. Of course they will. Why wouldn't they? So they're actually going to do an operation. Ugh. We're getting screwed, guys. We're getting screwed. All right, where is the AUC? So, do they have guerrillas? No. Or can place bases. They can actually place bases here. So they can place a base. They can't place a base here because there's already 2. They can't place a base there because there's already 2. Now they just took out one of our bases. And if they can place one of theirs, they're that much closer to winning. AUC has 6 press guerrillas available or can place a base. Yes, they can actually. So they're going to take these 2 guerrillas and they're going to put this base on there. And oops, we got these pawns out there. So they're just going to do the one activity. I don't see, slide that down 1. I don't see anywhere else where they can place a base. But they will rally though. So now that they place that base, they can rally here. And let's see, where would they rally to again? Where the AUC have bases, cubes, or AUC guerrillas are active. So this would be their next spot because they can place a base there next. So they're going to take one. Actually, they wouldn't need that one. They would only need to do this one so they can place a base there. So it's going to cost them 1 more resource to go there. And then once they rally, they're going to try to extort again. And right there is their 2. I mean, they can extort those all day long. Oops, I forgot to flip these guys up. Last time they extorted. So I'm going to flip them up this time. So 1 was for the last time and 1 was for this time. So you'll see 2 of them there. And so they'll get 2 resources back. And that's going to leave us with either a limited operation or we can wait till the next card, but we are last on the next card. We are last, which is never a good thing. Let's see what we want to do. Let's cause some mayhem here. Right? Right, so we're going to attack and ambush. We're going to attack and ambush. We're going to ambush first, which means our attack will automatically succeed. And we're going to ambush. We're going to ambush here. And so we can remove 2 pieces. Since this one's already active, we can take this out. And we can take a cartel base out. So that will help. And then the other location we want to ambush. So that was 1. Where else do we want to ambush? We want to ambush this guy. Because there's just 1 government in there. We still have to roll a die, though, don't we? If we attack. Activate all guerrillas, roll a die equal to or less than the number of guerrillas. Removes 2 enemy pieces. So we will do that here. We'll do that here. We can clear out these 2 areas. That would be good. So it's going to cost us 3 resources. We're down to 10, 9, 8, 7. Alright, so we are ambushing and attacking. So now we got to activate all of our guys. Unfortunately. So that one, auto. This one, we need a 3 or less. We got a 3. Alright, so we can remove 2 pieces. Unfortunately, we can't get rid of that stupid base, but we got rid of his protection on it. And then here we need a 1 or 2 to take out that yellow guy. No. Alright. So that's... Oh! Shit. I can't do that. I can't do that. God damn it. I can't do that. Where did we just... Right here? Was it here? Yes, I think... Where was that green one? We just... come here. Don't drop on the ground. We got a limited operation, which means we can only do it in one area. And we don't get a special activity. God damn it, we gotta undo everything. So that was there. Ugh. And there was a guy there. And two of these are okay. So we can only do one limited activity. Right. So this was fine. It was this area which had this. Okay, so yeah, we only have a limited operation. What am I thinking? That's what I'm thinking. I don't know what I'm doing. That's what I'm thinking. Damn. Well, so we get our 3 points back because we didn't spend 3 points. We're going to spend 1 point. And we are going to activate this location here. And we will roll a die again. So we need a 1, 2, or 3. We got it. So this will remove that then. Alright, so that was our limited operation. Where's Tony telling me you're doing it wrong? Alright, so that is that card. These come over. We are gone. It looks like the cartel is going to have something. Oh, the cartel got the next one as well. Let's see here. So we have the Mexican traffickers. Ooh, cartel resources minus 20. No, they're not going to do that one. If this resource phase, cartels added resources equal to 4 times the number of bases. So when we do the next propaganda, they would get resources equal to 4 times the number of bases they have out instead of 3, which would be huge. So they are going to play this event. We are going to put this in the cartel base right here as a reminder. Not that I'll remember. But we also need to see... so blue our government will get a full action. Let's see what the government likes to do. They like to get guys on the board, but man, they got a ton of guys. They need to start doing something with them. They should be assaulting. With all kinds of things, because they can sweep, they can assault. It only costs them 1 resource. They can assault in the mountain spaces. So they're gonna, they're gonna have to. They're going to move troops, and they're going to start assaulting. I think they're going to airlift. If player is cartel, no. Airstrike before assault or sweep. Remove player AUC bases, FAC bases, AUC bases. They could remove a base here, I think. So they might airstrike and try to remove this guy's. This guy's base should be there, by the way. Look at their airstrike. Again, it's not enough information on here. Remove any active grill or base. Any one department or LOC. Remove any one out. So they can't. They'd have to take. And that's not active either. So, So they can't take out this base. So they might not actually do an airstrike. They changed their mind at the last minute. They might airlift instead. So they're going to airlift, which makes sense. So the question is, they're going to go after deployer, of course. So they're going to come after me, and because I've got 3 guys there, they're going to take them from the location that has the most, from where 4+ cubes and government control, which would be any of the cities, most cubes above government control. And from where the government would not build a base. From a yeah. So there's 5 guys there. I think they're just going to airlift these 3 guys there. Because then they can sweep. And they're going to, and it's 1 spot. Airstrikes don't cost anything. Sweep. So they can remove our 3 cubes. Great. Just so we needed. And that only costs 1 stinking resource. Because they have that sweeps. Is it sweep or assault they're doing? They're doing assault. Right. And I think it's just 2 pieces, isn't it? Let's see. Is it just 2 pieces? Because they airlifted the guys in there. Move up to 3 troops. Right, so move 3 guys in there. And then assault. Remove each 1 active grill or base for each troop cube. In a city or an LOC, remove 1 piece for every cube. Mountain, remove 1 for every 2 cubes. Yeah, well, we don't have to worry about the mountains. Forest, I think, is just the same. I don't think there's any... and where did this active thing come from? It was right here, so it was... I don't know. I guess I'm just going to get screwed out of it again. As pieces come up missing. I come home from work and the wife has moved things around on me again or something crazy. Alright, so that was this card. Right. So then they become inactive. They come over and we would actually get to activate first on this card because green and blue are inactive. Cartel and government. So it'd be up to us. Transfer 15 resources from cartel to government. No. Add twice cartel's pieces in cities to cartel resources. Then place a cartel base in any of 2 cities. Wow, that would have been a good one for them too. They only have 2 cities though, and one of them just got taken off the map. So let's see what the next. Oh, we would get the next card. Place a FARC base in a department next to Venezuela. Here's Venezuela. So we could put any base. Oh, we could move it up here in the mountains or something. Sabotage each enemy line of communication. Okay, so that's probably something we're going to run. All right, so we're going to pass. So we're going to take a resource out of that. So it's up to yellow. Yellow's not going to do that because it doesn't do anything for them. So they're going to do a op and special activity. They're going to try and blow our stuff up again, I bet. Because why not? That's what they do. They try to blow up my stuff. Do they have 6 guerrillas or can they place a base? Actually, they are not going to try and blow us up because, again, they can place a base now. So they are actually up to 6 bases. So they're going to rally again, and then they're going to extort. It's going to cost them 1 to rally. And they're going to get 2 back. So they're actually going to go up 1 resource. Actually, before we do that, hang on a second. Would they rally in here and here to flip these guys back is the question. I don't think so. So I don't see anything. So we're going to flip that guy up and this guy up. So all that, they're going to actually go up a resource because it only cost them 1 resource to rally here. And then they're going to do their extortion up there. So that's their specialty. So they get it. They get another base out, which means they have all their bases out. If they could destroy a couple of our bases, they could end up winning this game after all. So, but all that's going to change hopefully with Hugo Chavez. Let's see what Hugo can do for us. So we come back, they move over, and they go over. All right, so place a FARC base in a department next to Venezuela. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, the only spot we can actually put it is up there. So we got our base back on. And then sabotage each line of communication touching Calcutta. Ooh, where's Calcutta? Or is it Calcutta? Calcutta, yeah, right here. So sabotaging those 2 locations. So the government won't get resources for those. Unless they can repair. Oh, wait here. Forgot they're on the back of these. So that's sabotaged. And that one is sabotaged. So these 2 are touching him. Venezuela. Alright, so that was us and yellow green. So green is last over there, so they'll take this. Let's see what green wants to do. Green is going to... Do they have 10 pieces? No. Is the shipment available? Yes. They're going to try to march. With all cartel guerrillas except 1 each space with the cartel base. To 1 department or city with fewer than 2 bases. Huh? Huh? Wow, this is interesting. They're going to march all cartel guerrillas except for 1. So they would move like 1 guy here. Here they wouldn't march. Here they wouldn't march. So seriously, they only have 1 guy they could march. So probably going to do terror again. If it's going to do something. Let's see. Is it going to do anything? So they can only do it in non-opposite... no, wait. They can only do it if non-player government or player FARC at opposition. So they could do it here again to knock this down. They could do it here again. We took out their piece over there, but that didn't help us much. Let's see, is there anywhere else that they can cause mass chaos? And we have 3 guys over here. Maybe they do need to march. So hang on a second. Let's see, because... No, because they have to leave a guy in there to protect those. That's the thing. The AI doesn't want to leave their bases alone. So yeah, they're gonna passive opposition there, and passive opposition there. Here is no opposition. Here is, but there's no guerrillas here. We should be working on taking this guy out, which I think is what we were trying to do to begin with. Here, there's already 2 bases, so just those 2 locations, so they're going to go down 2 resources. And this is going to go away, and this is going to go away. So these guys are now neutral. So we lost 2 more points. Thank you, Cartel, you freaking jerks. Take care, Al. Thanks for coming by, buddy. We'll see you later. Yeah, I'm gonna... Are you gonna run a video today, are you? See if I can stop in if you are. So after they do their stupid terror, they're gonna try to bribe again. So in up to 3 spaces with cartels and enemies... They're going to target enemy players first. Of course they are. So it's going to cost them... Wow. They're going to decimate us here. This is going to be just horrible. So they can do up to 3 spaces. They're going to take our guy out for 3, 6, 9, 12. I gotta read the rules on the bribe again. Is it 2 pieces per? Or is it 1 piece per? Come on, man. What is it? In 3 spaces with cartel and enemy pieces. First player, then non-player. Within that, then the government, then FARC, then AUC. Remove pieces. Pay 3 resources per space. If no such... Oh, so it's only 2 spaces. So it's only 2 spaces, so they only lose 6. I don't know if I took... Oh, is it... hang on a second. Is it... These were all flipped up. Is it 1 guy per every guy that they can bring up underground? Urgh. Attempt to remove enemy bases, then police, troops, underground guerrillas, and for only active guerrillas. Yeah, I'm just wondering. This is why this original chart is so much better, because it gives you like the detailed information a little better. So when they bribe, each space, cartel resources -3 to remove up to 2 cubes. Remove or flip up to 2 gorillas, then remove base. Right, okay. So why I have such a hard time removing that? So in so yeah, actually they will do it here as well. They can do it up to 3 spaces. So it will cost them 3 resources. 1, 2, 3 per. Yeah, 1 per space, right. So they can remove up to 2 pieces. So players first, and then they have to take the gorilla. Here they can take both of our guys. And then here they would take players first, and they would take underground gorillas first, but since I only have above ground gorillas, they will do that there. So they wiped out 5 of our gorillas and 2 of the AUC gorillas. And now we no longer have control of that area. So good for them, bastards. All right, another government capability card coming up. We have government capability, infrastructure protection training. Each sabotage phase, government may remove 1 to 3 terror or sabotage. Each sabotage phase. That's there. But is that before? It's not before you get the money, right? You got to do that before you get the money, because all the sabotage and stuff go away afterwards, right? Yes, you do the victory phase, then you do the sabotage phase. Right. So yeah, that seems really good. Again, another good thing for the government. Just what they need is another good one, and that is the 7th Special Forces. So they're going to do the event, which means the AUC can go second here, but they won't get the event because green will go before them. So they will take their full operation. Their full operation is probably going to be close to the same thing. They can't place a base, and they don't have 6 units. So, is the AUC in at least half of spaces with FAC bases? So, 1, 2, they're only in 2 spaces with us, here and there. Underground AUC gorillas at FAC base. Is there an underground? Yes. Yes, they're going to do terror. Of course they're going to freaking do terror. Of course. Why not? So they'll do terror. They'll do terror there, actually. Probably here and probably here. So this will again screw us, because this will go to, we'll lose a point there. We're losing our foothold here, people. We're losing our foothold. And that's a 2-pointer down there, so there's another 2 points. But they will do that here as well, and that will cost the government 4. 2 times 2 is 4 points. No, wait. They're going to lose 2 points. Yeah, they'll lose 2 points. So they're 2 points less from winning. So they did some terror, then they're going to try and assassinate up to 3 AUC terror spaces where AUC guerrillas exceed police, which is everywhere. They remove guerrillas to take shipments, but there's no shipments out. Then they'll remove the FARC. Of course they will. Why wouldn't they do anything else besides attack us? And when they assassinate, how many units do they take? Each space, remove 1 enemy piece and take any shipments. Alright, so they're going to kill off one of our pieces here, one of our pieces here, and one of our pieces here. Okay, so that is their 3. Because they're trying to get rid of our guerrillas so they can get rid of our bases, what they're trying to do. But that will cost them 3 resources. So, screw you guys. Alright, that's done. We come back over. Cartel's going to get something here. What are they going to get? And we're going to get... Alright, so we have the Lithial Stealth. Cartel resources +2 per cartel's pieces in coastal spaces. That is actually 0, so they're not even going to play this event. The coastal places are there. They have nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, and nothing there. That city's in the interior, so they won't, they're not even going to worry about this event. Which means they will play, drop in their special activity. Do they have 10 pieces? No. Is this shipment available? Yes. They will march again. But again, I don't think a marching is going to get them anywhere because... They can't place a base anywhere. They do need to march into a territory to get another base going, but the problem is, I guess technically they could march here and here. They have to leave at least one behind to cover any of their bases. And they both march into one area, which I think costs them 1 point. And if they march, then they'll try to place 2 shipments into random spaces with a cartel guerrilla and a cartel base. Well, that's going to be interesting. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll do that again. You know what? We'll go clockwise. We'll start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, there is... No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. All right, let's see what we get. 1. So it's going to be down here in Amazonia. Place 2 shipments in random spaces with cartel guerrilla. So that's going to be 2. So they're going to do 1 here. And where's the other one go? Number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So way over here in where there's nobody hanging out. They're cultivating all their drugs. So that's... And then what they'll do is try to rally here, get another base, and then they can put another base down, and then they'll have all their bases out. Unless somebody decides to do anything about it. Hex to Hex, what's going on, brother? So that is green, which leaves us screwed again. Because we can take another limited op, or we can wait till the next card. Will the government take the event? The event is Rebels Blame. Shift 2 opposition or neutral departments adjacent to sabotage to passive support. Shift 2 opposition or neutral departments adjacent to sabotage. So that they can go here. And that is all they can go, because this is sabotage and this is sabotage, but that's the only sabotage on the board, and this one is already at passive support. And this is already at active support, so this is only flip this from us to them. Shift 2 opposition or neutral departments adjacent to sabotage to passive support. Yeah, there's just the 2 sabotage. So this is not a great event. They might not even take it. Well, we are going to do a limited action. We're going to take out that base because he's not being protected. So that's going to be an attack. So we're going to... Where's our pawns here? So we're going to attack this base, take this base out. And if we attack, we can only ambush... I guess we'll ambush first. We do have a base over there. Let me think about this. We can only do it in one area, whatever we do. We can put some guerrillas there, which would keep them from wiping us out. Or we can get rid of the cartel base there. We could cause terror down here. If we rally, what is our options with rallying? What's our choices? What can we do with a rally? We can only extort. Oh, we can only do it in one area, so it doesn't matter. And we don't get a special activity. This is making me very, very sad. So we don't get... Yeah, we're going to have to flip all our stupid guerrillas. Try to attack that guerrilla base. Never works out for us. All right, let's see. We need a 1, 2, or 3 again. Come on. 1. Oh, since we rolled a 1, we actually get to place the gorilla there. And we can remove the cartel base, so yay for us. And that costs us 1 resource, and we don't get anything else. That's twice in this cycle that we've gotten screwed out of being able to do anything. So thank the AI for that. All right. All right, so blue. Yeah, I think blue is blue. Oh, blue. You make me so blue. You make me so blue. Is the next card government capability? No, it's not. It can government play effective event and event instructions allow it. Is it an effective event if they were to shift opposition in one location to there? Is that considered... If that considered an effective event for them? 844. Let's see. 844. You know what? Sometimes this is the oil spill event. Let's see if there's any information about the oil spill. All other events, it says play the event. Some of the, oh wait. So we gotta find, what is this one called? Oil spill. I do not see any oil spills, so it says all other events play the event. I don't see oil spill on there anywhere. Yeah. So it says all others play the event. So they'll play the event, I guess. When that's going to shift us. So we're going to lose another point. And they are actually going to gain a point. So it's going to go to passive opposition. Do we have any of those tokens out? We do. Oh, here they are. So it's going to go to passive. So they're going to gain a point, which means they're back at 59. Of course, I'm going to have to double check that because I'm... All right, so that's what they do. So that means yellow is going to play a full thing. They only have 4 pawns over there. Bum, 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 bum. I think what they need to do... Yeah, so, I mean, when is the next propaganda coming up? It's got to be coming up pretty quickly because all their guerrillas, they hate to waste a turn flipping all their guerrillas back, but they can't do... They literally only have this one, and this one that they can do anything with. But if they waste a turn flipping them back... They could rally in a couple of spaces to get some more guys. Which might be a good idea. So they're going to rally here and here. Cost them 2 resources, but then they're going to get these 2 resources back because they are going to do the thing extort where they get the money back. So it doesn't cost them anything, and they get some guys on the board. That sounds like a good option to me. All right, next. This is good. Oh, wait a minute. Stop. Rewind. flip this back and flip this back because the AUC actually has the next event. They're probably going to just delay. So they would get a resource to delay because they'll probably play this event. Oh, and they get the next one after this as well. AUC free marches any of its guerrillas and then at any one destination free ambushes. Free march and a free ambush. Well, so they will take that event, unless, of course, the next one's even better. An insurgent faction executes free terror with any guerrilla, removes any 2 enemy pieces in this space, and sets it to passive support or opposition support. The terror places 2 markers. Well, that's going to be good for probably us. Because if yellow is going to take this event. So they're going to march and it makes sense that they would march from here to here. They leave one behind. And this way they get a free assault. And they can take out our base, because that's what they want. They want to have more bases out than us, so they want to destroy our bases. So they get a free march and a free assault, and they took out a base. And now that they've got 3 guys there, they can remove 2 of them to put their own base here, which is, oh my god, that's going to be so good for them. All right, so who's left? We are going to pass so we can take the next event. And then it's going to be the cartel. The cartel will take their big boy operation. They own this whole area down here, pretty much. And I think what they're going to do is they're going to... they're going to rally to get a guy there. And they're going to rally to place 2 guys here, and that's going to cost them 2 resources. But you can see what they're going to do. They're going to try and put a base here, and then they're going to try and wipe out yellow. That'll get a bunch of more bases out for them. And right now, at the end of the turn, every one of their bases is going to be worth 4 times the number of bases. Right now, they got 12 out. If they get 2 more, that's 8 more points. So they're going to have a... so that was a rally and a rally. What can they do after rally? Can they remove that in all? They can move a base to a city or department with no cartel bases from a space with 2 cartel bases. You know what? They're going to place 2 more shipments, which makes more sense. Put 1 there, and they'll put 1 here. So they got all 4 of their shipments out. Which, can they do that? That's a great question. After they do a march, they can do any special activity. Yeah, so they're okay there. Of course they are. God damn it. Alright, so that swings around. It's going to be our turn, and then it's going to be... Ooh, yellow is going to like that, I bet. Sabotage 3 pipelines with or adjacent to FAC guerrillas. Alright, so we can take this event. Any insurgent faction executes a free terror with any guerrilla. Removes any 2 enemy pieces in a space. And sets it to passive support or opposition unless 0 population. The terror places 2 markers. So execute free terror with any guerrilla. Removes any 2 pieces from a space and sets it to passive support. Okay, so an insurgent faction executes free terror with any guerrilla. Removes any 2 pieces from a space. Well, I think Ian sets it to opposition. So I'm going to remove 2 and send it to active opposition and places 2 markers. 2 terror markers on it. Oh, we have to have a gorilla. We have to have a gorilla there. Damn, because I was thinking we'll just blow up this city, but doesn't work that way, folks. So I guess it's going to have to be here. So we will execute a few free terror with any gorilla. We're going to put these 2 guys out of commission. We're going to put 2 terror markers on this. So anybody trying to... Oh, it's already got 1. So now it's got 3. And we give it to passive opposition. So that means we're going to get a point. Or a control or whatever. So free terror with any guerrilla removes any 2 enemy pieces from space and sets it to passive support or passive opposition unless it's 0 population. The terror places 2 markers. So 3 markers there. That one's probably not going to go anywhere. Now, alright, so that was us. Blue is not going to get to go, so they're going to do their thing. So they're going to do the thing where they flip the enemies. What's it called? A sweep, right? No, it's a... Right, a patrol. What's their patrol? They don't have any patrol. Special... Right, they're going to sweep, right. They're going to sweep and they're going to start wiping guys out. They're done with messing around. So they're going to sweep into this location. They're going to sweep into this location. No, they can't go in there because that's a FARC zone. They technically shouldn't have been able to come into there. Damn. I forgot that was a FARC zone. So they shouldn't have been able to take my guys out of there, which, damn it, these guys came from over here. And I had at least 1 or 2. I'm going to give myself 2. And we'll give them back 3 resources. because I don't know what it costs them, but just to make it fair. All right. Not that I'm going to win or anything, so don't worry about that. Right, they shouldn't have been able to go in there, so they're gonna start the removal process. They're gonna sweep. So they're gonna take 3 guys and there. Technically, no, they can't take them from there, actually. They can take them from here, though. So I gave them back the things just so they can sweep down and crush us. That's great. That's just great. They're going to sweep in there. They're definitely going to sweep over here. Move any troops in adjacent, blah, 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 blah. Activate 1 grill for each cube there. So we'll activate these 2 guys there. Activate this guy there. These guys are already activated. Where else can they go? They're going to sweep down here. And then they're going to sweep in here. 3. We'll sweep from here as well. Yeah, 1 resource per space, so they might as well do it in as many spaces as they want. That's a FARC zone, that's a FARC zone, so they can't do anything there. They can actually take these guys, though. You know what? They're going to sweep in that location as well. And it's going to activate this guy. Now, that costs us 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After they sweep, they're going to eradicate. They are going to eradicate. It's going to any 1 department with cartel pieces. Aid goes up 4, so they go up to 8 aid. And they're going to remove all cartel bases there. Shift that and an adjacent department 1 level towards active opposition, though. Because they're blowing stuff up, people don't like that, I guess. Maybe, do they want to do that? Yeah, why not? So they will, so that's going to give us 1 point. And then it said 1 adjacent. Shift that and an adjacent department 1 level towards active opposition. So they will make, since this is adjacent, but this is a 0, so it doesn't matter. I'm assuming I can do that. Shift A to remove all cartel bases there. So they're going to remove all bases right there. That hurt. Because now the cartel can't even win because they don't have their amount out that they need to be. That was a really good move by the government. Go government. All right, switch these out. What do we got here? Cartel would get to go next in each of 2 spaces. Replace the police with an available cartel piece. Wow. Well, they'll get their 2 bases back out that quickly. So, AUC. Sabotage 3 pipelines with or adjacent to FARC guerrillas. So, they will do this, I think. Might as well get all of these big boy sabotage out. So that's a 2-pointer. That's a 3-pointer. Here is a gorilla, so we can... that was already sabotaged. No sense in sabotaging that again. This is a 2-pointer, though. We'll sabotage that. That's a 2-pointer, so we'll sabotage that. You know what? I'm going to put the little sabotage markers right on top of the blue police. Oops. Come here, you. So we got one more sabotage, 2-pointer, 3-pointer, but we're not adjacent to that. We're not adjacent to that. We are... This is one big area, so they could do this one. Okay, they'll do this one. So that's going to severely hurt the government when it comes time. All right, so they did that. The green guys are going to get a resource because they want this event. Blue is up next. So let's see. We can come back. He moves over. Green. In each of 2 spaces, replace the police with an available cartel piece. How easy is that? Well, I mean, a piece. In each of 2 spaces, replace a police with an available cartel piece. It doesn't say gorilla. It says cartel piece. So, we're going to replace this police with one. And now they can have the chance to win again because... Oh, you know what? Instead of taking those bases out, I should have taken those bases out for the government last time. Damn it. What was I thinking? Police? El Police, huh? These all need to come back out. One more police. You know what? Let's do it here. So that was that. Blue then gets to go, or they wait till the next card. Civil actions require at least... one civil action space each support phase requires government control in any cube. One civil action space each support phase. So that's when we're doing this, when we're making the civil actions, require government control in any cube. Normally, I think you have to have both a police and a thing. So they will... Yes, they will delay. They'll get 3 resources. That leaves us to do our options. I don't like all these government cubes in there. We need to get a propaganda thing so that these guys all have to go home. He can start wiping out our guys. He could wipe out this whole area, which would be really good for him because he's already got passive support on it. And I don't think that was a FARC. I think that was out of the bag. Actually, it might have been, actually. I don't remember. It's been too long. Sorry. Okay. What do we want to rally when we get some more bases out? We got 2 more bases we could try to get out. So I guess we'll rally. We'll rally here for 3 guys. We're going to put some pressure in the middle. It's not a great option. We'll rally here for 2 guys. Rally here to get a that's stupid, because if they active yeah, we can rally there, and I think one of the options in rallying is to flip our guys upside down, right? Place a guerrilla or replace 2 if a base oh, you need a base there to flip them back, right? I think you need a base there to be able to do that. Damn, it's too bad. So I don't think we want to do that one, because they're just going to wipe us out there. Oh, what we can do is rally here, because that way we can put a base out. Take 2 guys off. Put a base. Where's our base? Here's our base. So we did all 3 of those areas. Probably should rally here, because they can try to wipe us out. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. There. So that'll cost us 4 resources. Do we want to rally there in case... Nope, I think that's good. All right, so that will be 1, 2, 3, 4. We're down to 6 resources now. What can we do if we rally? Oh, right, we got to extort. We got to outnumber the enemies, so we got to extort for 1. We can extort for 2. 3. Oops. 3. 4. So we'll extort for 4, so we're back up to 10. So get some guys out, and then one of them does some good stuff, and we get some money back. All right, so that's going to bring them back. Oh my God, how long is it going to be before the next propaganda? Well, I'll tell you what. We're actually going to put that on the bottom. We're going to move this up. We're going to take this and flip it up to say that we've done that one. And we're going to call this an episode, guys, because we've gone way over our time. An hour and a half, a little bit long. So anyways, that is episode 3 of our playthrough of Alien Abyss. As the FARC, things are now aligning a little bit better. I don't think anyone is going to win this time, but if we started the episode, it looked like it was going to be for sure the cartel. But the cartel is setting themselves up not to win this time, but next time, because they have 4 of these shipments out, which that's going to be 24 resources. Plus they also have this one, which is going to give them 4 times the number of bases. Right now they have 11 bases, so that'll be another 44 resources. So they're setting themselves up to have plenty of resources for the next go through. Anyways, thank you to everyone that came by. Tony's Board Life, no enemies here. Wesley King, Viper Dave, Al Red Sox fan, Hex to Hex. Everyone have a great night. We'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Take care.